Yes, Majama. Of
Yes,
course, welcome to Afriq 24. This is one of your best shows whereby we are going to analyze what is happening. And of course, this is a sports show. So if you are interested with the sports wherever you are in Kenya, we have a lot of followers in Kenya. We have a lot of followers in the United States. Of course, if you are in California, you are in Georgia, you are in Atlanta there, you can join us. Even if you are in Italy, of course, we have a lot of followers in Italy. If you're joining from UK, I know Haley from UK, I know Goodia from the United States are following this show. Welcome to Dimba Show. Here we're going to discuss, of course, what is happening because you know that we have Euro 17th edition that is happening in Munich, Germany. We have a lot of stadiums there in Germany. We have the Allianz Arena, that is the stadium that is used by the Bayern Munich. We also have the a lot of stadiums. The one used by the Feyenoord, used by Leverkusen, they are used for this Euro 2024 special edition. And of course, a lot of teams have shown their interest to win this Euro 2024. And we are starting this show by saying that we are very sorry for the Italians who are the defending champions and they were eliminated because Luciano Spalletti, he was like, he doesn't know that this is Euro. And if you're not serious, then you're going to eliminate it. So those are the kind of things that we're going to discuss today. And of course, a lot of transfer news. We have rumors that are ongoing that teams are signing, and I will not forget my Chelsea that they are signing even young players under 10. So I don't know if Todd Bowley came to West the club or he just came there to get money. We also have Manchester United. We also have a lot of teams. Of course, Barcelona. We also have news for Barcelona, Real Madrid, news for Man City, Arsenal, and of course, the Premier League schedules are out. So you know who you are going to face come next month. Of course, today is a new month, and I want to say Happy New Month to our followers. And I'm not alone here. I'm joined by one of Chelsea diehard, known as Benjamin Kilong, and he's a very good guy when it comes to football, and he doesn't like politics. I know why. He hates someone. I don't know. Maybe Kilong will tell us. Karibu sana Mr. Kilong kwa Dimba Afriq today. Na tuambie wewe una support timu gani kwa Euro 2024 na unangojeaje hiyo mechi ya leo?
Asante sana Boni, mzee Kelong over here. As you said, I'm a diehard Chelsea fan, and because now the season is over, we are watching some Euros, which is boring. I prefer AFCON to Euros. So I actually don't have a team that I'm supporting just to watch, to pass time. But so far, I see some teams which are good, such as France, Spain, and Germany. So one of those will win, and maybe Switzerland will get somewhere. I see Switzerland with a good progression because yesterday they eliminated Italy, and tonight we're having France versus Belgium. I'm seeing Belgium. I'm seeing Belgium being eliminated because France have a good squad, especially with the recall of N'Golo Kante. He's a machine and he's playing everywhere. So I see them progressing today. So thank you, Mr. Boni, for having me here.
Thank you so much, Mzee Kilong, by the way. And I have another guest here, Novi Game. Novi Game, tell us where are you joining from and your favorite team in this Euro 2024 competition that is happening in Munich. And you tell us more about your team, you know.
first of all, it's my honor to be here in this great show, Afriq 24. I'm also a Chelsea fan, but although our team is not performing very well nowadays, I'm hope by by next season we will go somewhere. For the Euro, actually, I'm also for France because I know France is one of the best teams. In fact, they are one of the favorites to win the tournament. This tournament. For today's game, definitely it won't be easy, but I think France will proceed. Yeah, let's just enjoy the show, then we'll see. Asante sana Boni.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hujatuambia uko wapi, wewe ni nani? Unajua
Oh,
watu wa
sorry,
Afriq
sorry,
24
sorry.
hawajajua.
Okay. My name is Jermaine, lakini watu huniita James ama Jemo. My name is Jermaine. I mean Utawala, just here in Nairobi. Yeah, ni Utawala.
Oh, nice. I know Utawala, I've been there. I know pale that 3 happens. Pale
Oh,
Mihango. I
okay.
always go there to play pool. So if you are a master of pool, then you can come there so that I can defeat you and get those money from your hand.
Yeah.
So welcome to Dimba Afriq. Of course, Afriq 24. It is where you are given opportunity to share, discuss, and also give you ideas. Of course, you know that we have a political show that happens every day from 10 p.m. That is East African time, and you are host there, one of the best hosts, Leo Nyabaya, the guy who understands a lot of politics. He will be there so that he can teach you and tell you more about politics. So today we start with the Euro 2024. And before we go to Euro, I want us to discuss shortly on what is happening when it comes to Kenyan football. Because we saw what happened during the World Cup qualification, whereby Kenya went draw 0-1-1 with Burundi. And also Kenya went to draw with Ivory Coast, the Africa champions. So I was asking myself, what is the problem when it comes to Kenya football? Because we are not to the climax like the neighbors, Tanzania, like our neighbors, Uganda there, and also South Africa. I've been watching the Sundowns in South Africa, and those are the kind of teams that produces quality players. And in our Kenya, we have a lot of talent. We have the academies, we have even the secondary schools. We also have the Harambee Stars with the full support. So whatever is happening in our country is like the sports industry is dying slowly by slowly. And we saw our country, that Kenya, we have the Magic Stars, whereby they won against Zambia, and also that is yesterday they were defeated by Comoros. COSAFA tournament that is happening in South Africa. So what do you say? What is the problem? I want to start with the Jermaine. You know, your name is so hard. What do you think is the problem when it comes to Kenyan football? Because our girls, the Kenyan women, are performing better than women. What is your take? What is the problem in Kenyan football? How do you say about Kenyan football?
Yeah, we have a lot of problems. First of all, start with the facility. Facility is very poor, sincerely speaking, and also management, preparation, also a lot. It starts from the cabinet, Babu na Mwamba. So that's a lot of problem. It's a huge. For me, I don't want to go to too much details. You can just see for yourself what I'm praying. Maybe they can rectify. Then, because we have a lot of talent, as you said, a lot of players, but some of them they lack opportunity. Hopeful they might change.
Thank you so much. That was a general question, and I want to ask Kilong. Kilong, what do you think is the problem when it comes to Kenyan football? Generally, what is your take?
Kenyan football is, I think we have discussed here before. Kenyan football is affected by the incompetence of the FKF, which comes all the way from the sports cabinet secretary. So it means management of football in a whole. And I watched the game versus Burundi. We were actually playing well. I liked how Michael Olunga played, but the problem is we are not. There was no contact with midfield and attack. There was a misfit over there, so Olunga was not fed well with the ball. So I think going forward, maybe the coach. I haven't started to analyze his game and how he plans his thing, and I see he's a foreign coach, and I know we have a talented Kenyan coach. I don't see why we need to employ someone from abroad to come and coach us. I think the problem with Kenyan football is mismanagement. Others from the FKF. Otherwise, if we fix our management, then slowly by slowly we can get ourselves in a position to compete. That's what I think, Mr. Kimanzi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this submission. Of course, you know I watched the game yesterday between Kenya and Comoros, and the question that I was asking myself is why are we so poor when it comes to Kenyan football and to be specific soccer? Because we were saying that Benson Omala is one of the strikers that should be featured instead of Michael Lunga. And yesterday when we played against Comoros, Comoros, that is a small country. When you compare Comoros with Kenya, and you know the Imagine Stars, of course, the Imagine Stars, you'll just say that this is Harambee Stars because only Olunga there was not there, and other players like Anyembe and Patrick Matasi. But the players that were there, they showed that they wanted to win the game, but again, the coordination was poor. The midfield was so poor, and when you check on how they were converting those chances, you can just tell that the team is just playing for the sake. They were not serious, and that's why we collected 2 goals against Comoros. And I was wondering why would Comoros score against Kenya? And you know, Kenya has a lot of talents. Does it mean that we are so down that we don't have players so we can feature them into these emerging stars? Does it mean that we don't have support? And when I looked at the squad, I would rather say that these guys should not go to this competition because Kosafa a tournament. Of course, we started the first match against Zambia and we won. But now, yesterday, when we were defeated by Comoros, I was very shocked because this is not just a team. This is a Kenyan team that should be featured and that should represent our Kenya. And we were defeated, and Kenyans were asking. I was just following the conversation in the group, and Kenyans were asking, why are we not consistent with this kind of performance? Because we won the first match, and yesterday we were defeated. This shows how Kenya is poor when it comes to sports industry. Like we don't know how to convert those talents into real actions. Same way our Tanzanian people are doing. You saw how they play, the Yanga, the Simba. But I will not just go into those details because Kenya, we need to start doing things in the right way because our football is not like the athletic. Because when you mention athletics, then that is where we always perform the best. But when it comes to football, they know that we are very poor and we don't know how we are doing. That is why we were defeated by Comoros and we had a poor performance when it came to World Cup qualification. A team like Burundi, we cannot even score. But we tried when we played against the African champions, that is Ivory Coast. But all is well that Kenyan football is not up to the standard. Of course, that was just a glimpse on what is happening when it comes to Kenyan football. But our main concern here is Euro 2024 17th edition that is happening in Munich, Germany. So we have seen since this competition started in the 14th of June, we have seen a lot of teams showing that they are ready for this Euro 2024. We also seen a lot of teams there uh, performing poorly, the likes of Gareth Southgate with the England. So
Not like
I wanted
yesterday.
to us to see and discuss what is happening when it comes to this Euro tournament. Benjamin Kilong, I know you followed the Euro 2020 edition that was happening in UK and this Euro 2024 that is happening in Germany. What can you see about the Euro 2020 that was won by Italy and this Euro 2024 that is just happening? And we are here in the round of 16. Defending champions like Italy was eliminated. What can you say about Euro 2020 and Euro 2024?
Thank you, Bonnie. To be honest, today I never followed Euro that much. I told you I'm not a fan of Europe football. It's not good as AFCON or Copa America. I prefer Copa America and AFCON. So I watched the semi-final and the finals only. Just imagine. And the final was boring, which was Italy and England. They went to the penalties where Saka wasted and Rashford, and they lost the match. It's not because they were good; they never played interesting football that then, and today in the current Euro 2024 edition, I'm seeing Italy got knocked out because their football isn't impressive. It is what I'd say bahati nasibu, and England they are lucky because they have kind of football is outdated. Gary Southgate defends from the first minute to the last. He doesn't know how to attack, and yet he has superb players. I was surprised that Cole Palmer was in the bench, and he's one of the best talent in that England squad. I wonder how he wants to use him. He's better than Foden, especially in creating chances, but he never used him. He never made the big call. So, but one of the teams that has impressed me is Spain. Spain is playing well, especially the two boys on the flanks. That is Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. They play incredible football. So, as I told you before, Spain is one of the team to watch. Yep. Thank you.
Well, this time around for the Euro, for me, I think it's maybe because of fatigue, because they are from playing their leagues. So some players, they are not in good shape. Talking about the fatigue. And also, when you see a team like England, they are very good when they're playing the club. The lines of Bellingham, Hurricane, they are good when they're playing in the club. But when it comes to national, absolutely, they're not showing too much effort. As you said, my friend, they were lucky. In fact, they were almost eliminated yesterday, but because of, I think, dying minute, Bellingham managed to score. Then they score another one in the extra time. That's why they are remaining. But the most team which I think is they are really improving, as you said, Spain, because they have young players. They are fresh. But in terms of quality, they are not yet there. You can't compare the Spain of today, the previous one. I mean, the 5-6 years ago, the lines of Iniesta and also the Fabregas. You can't compare. They have a long way to go. For me, as I told you before, France is the team which is playing right now. They will win, and also probably they will win the cup. Let's just find out.
So, did you watch the Euro 2020 edition that was happening in the England, that is UK?
And
what
yeah,
can you
I
see
saw.
the difference between the UK, that is the Euro 2020 and Euro 2021, after you watch the matches that are ongoing?
Yeah, the Euro 2020, it was more passion. But this time around, as I told you before, maybe fatigue. That's according to me. I can see some players that are very tired, and also some are busy for transfer. It's a lot of rumors going on. So this time around, it's a little bit boring.
Just ask you
What
as
is
well,
happening is
Boli.
that we. Uh-huh.
I was asking, did you watch 2020, and how did you see as compared to this? What do you think as well?
Actually, my take is that when I watched the Euro 2020 and this Euro 2024, is that Euro 2020 was not that competent, like what you're saying, like because we have a lot of teams that are playing in Euro 2024 that are showing a lot of concern about this game, and they are performing because the likes of Georgia, the likes of Switzerland, the likes of Slovenia, Slovakia, those are the teams that you never knew that they can just go up to round of 16 and even up to quarterfinals, because you can see the likes of Croatia. Croatia, they performed well when it comes to Euro 2020, but now they have already been eliminated. They even did not qualify for the Euro 2024 round of 16. So I can see that this one is very serious. The teams came there with a lot of concern to win this title. So that's why you are saying the Slovenia, Slovakia performing, and even in Georgia. You can see even the top scorer comes from Georgia. And actually, I was so sorry because even if they were eliminated, they performed. And I will always say Viva Georgia because the Mikaunze there, the top scorer, did a very good job. But yesterday, they were not like when they are playing against the Spain. And also, you can see even the defending champions were eliminated. You can just get to know that these teams are serious. And one thing I will just say is that this Euro might surprise us. You can just get a team like Switzerland winning this Euro 2024. I can assure you, because when I watched the game between Italy and Switzerland, I will tell you that the Swiss game is very strict. The Swiss game is made of talents, because I saw Ricardo Rodriguez, I saw Granit Xhaka. Xhaka there, he performs up to climax. Even if he did not win anything at Arsenal, Xhaka is very good when it comes to national team. And even the likes of Shaqiri, those are the teams that are serious and they want to win this Euro 2024 title. So I will always say that Euro 2020 is totally different from Euro 2024, because here we are seeing teams coming to win, coming to represent their flag. The likes of Switzerland, I was very happy when I saw Switzerland winning against the defending champions Italy, because I saw the likes of Calafiori, the likes of Giorgino, the likes of Scamacca, the likes of Donnarumma. Those are the teams, the players that you thought they will perform into this Euro 2024. But anyway, I was monitoring how Chiesa was playing against Switzerland, and I will tell you this: the wings of Italy were blocked by this Switzerland team, because Italy most of times they depend on the wing, they depend on the left and the right, but Switzerland made sure that they will not even give across against their team, and that's how Switzerland managed to win against Italy.
Yeah, they have a
Scamacca
kanji.
and the likes of Pellegrini, they were nowhere to be seen. That is what I can tell you. This game is totally different from 2020. Yeah, Long. Unless you want to add
Okay,
something.
okay, that's a nice observation because as well, I was seeing even Georgia yesterday they played well. We have Kravastelia, the guy from Napoli, plays good football, and it was just unlucky because Spain were well drilled and well coached, and they have young talented players, and now they play direct football. Remember, Spain was tiki taka back then because they consisted of Barcelona players and some Real Madrid players, but now we have players all over, and we saw Cucurella, our Chelsea guy, performing well for Spain. Yeah, he's very aggressive, especially defending and winning the ball high on the pitch and starting off attacks. So, to your observation, Boni, it's true that this time the what we call uh, low teams which don't have a lot of supporters are playing good. You see, Slovakia gave England a run for their money yesterday, and it's an unknown team, but they're playing well. So you are true. You're true that the other teams have lifted up the standard and they're playing well.
Yeah, yeah. I will
Yeah,
always tell you this: when I watched the game between Spain and Georgia, then I knew that this is very tough game, because at the first Spain, they never knew that Georgia can score, and Spain were dominating the game up to the first 15 minutes. Georgia were still feebling, but the moment they got the chance, that is where they shocked Spain national team. But at the end of the day, Spain won for goals. But I will always say that Georgia pulled a very great performance. I will not forget about Romania. Those are the teams that performed well in this Euro 2024, and they understand what they came, not just like England. Gareth Southgate with all this squad, Gareth Southgate with the best talents in the Europe, he is still struggling to win titles, to win games. I will only say that Gareth Southgate is not the right coach for the England national team because he has the best lineup. He has the best talent. I don't
Of course.
expect Gareth Southgate to play those players, and leave talents like Jared Borrell. That is very good player who plays for West Ham. We have Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer has been a very key player to Chelsea last season. He even scored 22 goals. That is a player who can just give you best performance. But I've watched Cole Palmer. He has not played even 20 minutes since the Euro started. That shows how the coach is not serious with the team. And also, I have seen him not playing Trent Alexander-Arnold. Those are the guys who are very serious. Those are the guys who can give you performance because they can shoot, they can give assists, but still he is playing John Stones, Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker is a very good player, of course. He is very strong. He can run, he can defend, and also he can attack. But the likes of Leonard that is giving us, Gueye, who is Gueye now? He's giving us very poor players. He's giving us Kobe Maino. You cannot just expect Kobe Maino, who was just hyped by Manchester United fans, to just come and play for Euro 2024. Just a hype,
But
you know.
but to be honest, Boni, Kobe Mino actually played better than the likes of Phil Foden. Can you imagine Phil Foden
No,
in that team? How
no,
even Saka.
hold on. I think Gareth Bale tried to bring some new fresh blood. The likes of Walker, they're aging right now. So you need to bring the new players, the young one, so that they can adapt with the tactics of the England national team. So for me to bring Mayo, it's not a bad idea. You have to bring the new one because of to replacing the old one. And
Yeah,
talking about the new teams, the lines of Georgia, Slovakia, Slovenia, and Romania, they really try. You know, Football is changing. It's not like the old years. The back those days. Nowadays, you might see a small country. Like Georgia. Georgia is very small. Very small. But right now, they are in map now. You can see they are trying to play a football. So football is changing. It's not like the one we used to see in the 2010, 2011. It's a big difference right now.
Kalong, you are talking. Can you continue? I wanted to hear your point about that, Kobe Maino.
yeah. I was saying Kobe Mino actually for that England team played well. I was seeing how he was playing yesterday. Uh, in the midfield, he was playing superb because what happened the first two games for England is that uh, it was Alexander Arnold who was playing at the midfield, right? Instead of instead of him playing at the right back position. But now Gary Southgate with his not so well coaching skills kept him in the midfield, which he never performed well. But now, if you see Kobe Mino how he played yesterday, he played well. But Kobe Mino doesn't need to play the whole game. Play like 70 minutes. Add somebody with power in the midfield, such as Conor Gallagher, and he will perform well. But I think Gareth Southgate should actually resign as a coach of England. England need a better coach, somebody who plays progressive football, somebody who plays uh, modern football. Gareth Southgate is stuck in the 90s. He's stuck with old boring football. It's not progressive at all and needs change. That's what I think.
Yeah, my observation when I watched the game between England and Slovakia, I was wondering why Gareth Southgate is just giving us those kind of lineup. I personally supported England because I thought they would go far, but now I have seen how they are doing. Like they are not consistent. They're not performing. They're giving us very poor game plan, and also the kind of lineup that we are being given by Gareth Southgate. Because I watched Kobe Mino and Declan Rice because they were playing 4-3-2-1. Hurricane was the striker. Hurricane is not the Hurricane that we used to know. Actually, Hurricane has been very poor. He has scored very few goals in this Euro 2024. And, he has the best midfielder. If you have Declan Rice there, I will only say that Gareth Southgate made a big mistake when he left uh, Jack Grealish into this England squad, because I know Jack Grealish is very good when it comes to dribbling. Personally, this is my opinion that I always say that
I
Gareth
would wish
Southgate made a big mistake by
I
leaving
like to
Jack Grealish out of the squad.
I like to dispute that. But sorry to say, Pep Guardiola has also destroyed players because Pep Guardiola players only fit their system. Uh, Jack Grealish has not been playing for Man City at all, and when he plays, he comes and does the short passes to fit into uh, Pep's football style. Also, if you can see Phil Foden, he's also doesn't fit to start. Yes, he was named the Premier League Player of the Year, but it's only because of the system that is built around him. Without that system, Phil Foden collapses. He doesn't play. He can't create. He can't score. Just shooting the ball out of nowhere. So I think Jack Grealish. It was a good thing for him not even to be considered because he never played the whole season, so he's not fit, and he's playing for Man City, meaning he will only fit Man City's style of play, which is not England's style of play, and so Jack Grealish in himself it was a good elimination. But I was thinking of other players. I know we hate Manchester United players, but Rashford I think could have performed better because Rashford. When he gets to the goal, he scores. And for England, I think he should have been included, although he wasn't. But he is better than than the likes of Phil Foden. I would refer to Phil Foden as somebody that I really dislike in that England squad. Yep.
I will
For
I will
me,
not agree with you. Actually, I will not agree with you, Kilong, because Phil Foden is a very good player. But the problem now depends with who is he playing with. Because if you are given yesterday, they had Jordan Pickford, they had John Stones, they had Gueye, they had Declan Rice, they had Kopi Maino, they had Phil Foden, they had Hurricane, and also as the main striker. So actually, the formation, how can you play against Slovakia 4-3-2-1? What are you defending? It's like you're not serious, you're not as strong as a team. So I was not happy when I saw the kind of lineup that Gareth Southgate gave us yesterday. And the problem is the players that he chose. He is confused. He doesn't know if he can feature. Leaving Marcus Rashford out of this squad and also Raheem Sterling. Those are the players that can give you tension as a defender. I'm very sure, despite the season that Chelsea had, Raheem Sterling, if he was given the opportunity to represent UK, that is England, I'm very sure he will perform. Because we saw what happened in 2018. Raheem Sterling was very strong. 2014, he was there for England. 2022, he was there. So Gareth Southgate, like, he has personal problems with Raheem Sterling, Marcus Rashford, and Jack Grealish. And those are the players that you should feature. They have experience. They will tell you that when you give them the ball, then they will dribble, they will score, and they will give you performance. So Gareth Southgate, I will not agree with him unless he changes, and that is when you will see performance from the England. And I'm very sure people are complaining about Gareth Southgate. Anyway, Jermaine, do you have something to add about the England national team and also their performance? And do you even like the coaching, the coaching skills of Gareth Southgate?
as you said, is outdated. You can't compare football of 2008, 2009, 10, 11, up to 2018. You know, every seasons, every year, football is changing. He's a good great. I mean, he's a good coach, but he's still dwelling on the old tactics, which is not. You know, it cannot fit in the current one. So for me, Gareth Southgate, it's a good, but not really one. You can't. England they need a better, a better player. I mean, a better coach. And also talking about the lines of Rashford. Rashford is a good player, but he's not on form. So for me, it shows a nice squad, nice players. So I don't see anything wrong with the players. It's only that his tactics, it's no longer working. That's what I can say.
So you're
Body,
saying the tactics of Gareth Southgate are not working.
Yeah, it's outdated. Those
What do you
are
think he can do so
for
that he can
fun.
give the best performance when it comes to UK?
For me, sincerely speaking, let England find a new coach. The one who thinks the modernized football, not the old one.
yeah.
You can't compare the tactics of Manchester City coach. I mean, Pep
Send
Guardiola with the South. It's a difference, a total big difference. So
Gary
England need,
Southgate to Manu. That's what I think.
yeah. So Gareth Bale need to resign. That's what I can say.
Of course, Gareth Southgate need to resign and give the next person so that he can coach this UK national team. But of course, I was seeing what
Definitely.
happening into the Croatian national team. The likes of Kovacic, the Matthew Kovacic, the likes of Luka Modric, the likes of Ivan Perisic, the likes of those guys from Croatia. What do you think? They were eliminated long. What do you think is the problem that is happening in the Croatian national team? Because the Croatia that we used to know back in 2018, the World Cup that happened in Russia and the World Cup that happened in Qatar, it is totally different because I watched them struggling to win in this Euro 2024 tournament. What is the problem that is affecting the Croatia national team if you just watch any match they were playing?
Yeah, I watched some of the games Croatia played, and they were really abysmal. I think what's happening is that they are stuck in the old age, or it's the old age group players that are still there, and they have no young fresh blood to re-energize them. So I was watching the last game whereby Modric scored. He missed a penalty and then scored a minute later. They are all expecting Modric to do everything for them. And Modric, remember, he's 38, he's the oldest player. So at some point he'll get tired. So Croatia being knocked out was something much expected because they are recycling players. They don't have new blood, fresh blood. The likes of Grabiol, it's the defense, so it's not especially in the attacking side. They don't have any kind of firepower, I'd say.
Yeah,
I,
I
I, I will
wasn't
always
ex-
say that the problem with Croatia, when I watch, what do you think is the problem in the Croatian national team?
I wasn't surprised because, as my friend said, when you football, sometimes it go with the age, and also you can't compare the Croatia I used to know to 2018 when they were playing World Cup in. I think it was in. Yeah, it was in a. What,
Russia.
okay. Yeah, Russia. Yeah, they were very young. The likes of Modric. I remember also this guy, Mandzukic. Mandzukic was there. But now they're getting old. They need to bring the new players, new, fresh, talented, just like a Belgium. Belgium, they're a good team, but aging also, it's a big problem. They need to bring the good players. That's why. So it wasn't surprise me for them to be eliminated. Yeah.
That was a good observation, and of course, what I can say is that Belgium, that is Croatia national team, is really catching up with the age, and the likes of Modric, the likes of Kovacic, the likes of Josko Gvardiol, the likes of they are doing, and of course, what I can say is that they will just catch up. But I was very shocked to see them struggling to win these games when it comes to Euro 2024. But I think the coach will just go back, cook, and give us the best lineup because we are approaching 2026. Just one year so that we can go to the World Cup. So we need to see the Croatia that we saw in 2018. They were almost actually winning the World Cup 2018, but they were
Yeah.
eliminated by France. So what I can say is that we want to see the World Cup World Cup squad that played back in 2018. Of course, I had an observation again to this Spain national team. Spain, there is difference between the Spain that we watched back in 2010, in 2014, and in 2006. So because the Spain that we have nowadays is made of Marc Cucurella, the likes of Nico Williams, the likes of Rodri. What I can say is that Spain has one of the best midfielders. Rodrigo is one of the best midfielders that we'll ever see because the guy has energy. The guy is very strong. The guy has skills. He
Controls
can attack. He
once
can
again.
defend. So they are using. Yes, yes. Of course, he can even perform alone in the midfield. Because yesterday I saw him after the Georgia scored. He was pulling one of the best performance. So the Spain that used to be there, the likes of Andres Iniesta and the likes of Carlos Puyol in 2010, it is totally different from yesterday. I saw Cucurella performing, and of course, I'm very happy as a Chelsea fan because the guy is pulling one of the greatest performance. But I used to know this guy is very lethal when he was playing for Brighton. When he came to Chelsea, the formation there was not featuring him. But now you can see the Cucurella that we know. He's playing like Carlos Puyol. If you know Carlos Puyol for Barcelona, I'm very sure Kilong knows the captain for Barcelona, Carlos Puyol. That time
Yeah.
when Puyol
He's a
was the
legend.
defender, you can just tell that Cucurella is pulling like Carlos Puyol. How he's playing. The only problem that Marco Cucurella has is when the below when the team scores that they are playing against, they score. That when the team scores, he get confused. He can just go up without just coming back because yesterday alikuwa anapanda bila kurudi. That's why they used that position yake kufunga. But the guy, hiyo confusion tu ndio anataka aondoe katika hiyo mchezo yake. But it's good, playing well, and I will say this guy Rodri is the best midfielder actually nowadays. He is trying to outscore the likes of Luka Modric, but experience matters. How can you say about the Spain national team, Benjamin Kilom?
Yeah, national team, as I've told you before, they are one of the best team in Euro 2024. As I told you, they have young firepower. Nico William on the left wing plays absolutely good football. Lamine Yamal on the right wing confuses defenders. Nobody can catch him, and he's only 16 years old, and he's playing absolutely good football. In the midfield, as you've mentioned, Rodri, he's controlling the small boys, controlling the midfield. He's like baskets, but now a bit more fast, a bit more strong, and has an eye for the goal. Remember yesterday when Spain was struggling, he came up with the first goal. Then from there on, Spain went on a scoring spree. So the defense also for Spain is quite good. We have Laporte, who's playing in Saudi Arabia with some other small guy. I don't know the name, but he's playing well. Cucurella on the left back. Yes, in attacking he plays well, but as you have mentioned, when it comes to defend, he has a small problem. But as well, he likes to defend high on high ground, so he wins the ball on the high field. So Spain is one of the best coach teams, and they have departed from the normal tiki taka. It's now progressive football. Get the ball, go to the goal, attack, then you'll obviously find goals. So on Friday they'll have an interesting match, which is Spain versus Germany. That will be a blockbuster, and I'll give Germany a run for their money, because the young boys will play well as well. Germany has their own talent. We have Jamal Musiala, who is a wizard with the ball inside the box. You can't catch him. When you catch him, it's a penalty. So it will be an interesting match. So Bonnie, I'll request to leave early because I have other engagements. But I hope we get back on the weekend and analyze the round of 16 games and see what's the way forward. Thank you, Jermaine, for being here, and thank you, Bonnie, for having me.
Thank you so much, Kilong. Thank you for taking time to
Thank you.
just come and tell us more about football, and we appreciate for that. And we hope to see you next time here in Afriq 24 Dimba Show. Thank you so much. And as
Thank
we
you.
continue, we have been seeing what is happening in the other teams. Of course, the France national team, the likes of Bappe. I've been seeing Bappe playing, and it's like this France national team, they depend to this Bappe. And I will tell you this: the France national team should always be serious, because this is not the France that we know. This is France that we used to know. In 2018, now they are dominating the game. But the likes of Golo Kante, I was happy to see Golo Kante being recalled to the national team, because he has been the man of
Me
the match
too.
consecutively. This shows how the player is serious. But the likes of France,
True.
it is not the France that we know, because I know very sure that Pape plays well when he knows that he has Kante and Paul Pogba in the midfield, because he will give you the best, because those are the guys that knows how to position themselves and also give the ball. So I am
That's
so
true.
shocked. Today we are seeing that there is a very big match that is happening, and of course we will be
Yes.
giving you updates here in Afriq 24, because in Afriq 24 we give you the best when it comes to football. In Afriq 24 we give you a whole analysis, of course, when it comes to sports, politics, and also a lot of things, and also love. We have a show that happens here in Afriq 24 that tells you about love, the bed of roses. You have
Yeah.
the problem with your partner, you have the problem with your girl, you have a problem in finding love. Be assured that in African 24 you are going to be educated, and also to know how you're going to support your next girlfriend, either in Matatu, either in Crusade, because love is everywhere. So as we move on, Belgium national team, we have been seeing since the departure, since Eden Hazard retired from football. They are not the Belgium that we used to know. They are not the Belgium that played. Like we have Romelu Lukaku there, Kevin De Bruyne. We have the Yuri Tielemans. We have the Carrasco there. We have the Timon Castagne. Like those players are still there, but the coordination is not the one that we used to know. What can you see about Belgium national team, and what is the problem? Because they were very like to join into the round of 16.
Belgium, in fact, they are playing similar football with France, but the only difference is the quality. You can't compare France with Belgium, although they are just a neighbor. It's a neighboring country. For me, I can say Belgium, they need to bring, they need to change, to bring the new players also, because Lukaku, I used to see Lukaku a long time ago. Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, those are good player, but right now, ages, They need to give some space for the new players, and also their coach. He hasn't convinced the players. What I can say, their tactics. It's not quite bring the fruit. Sometimes you need to change a little bit. Yeah.
The Belgium national team is playing, but it is not the one that we used to know. I will also say this: there is a change when it comes to this tournament, because teams are struggling to win. The likes of Belgium, the likes of England, the likes of Italy. Those are the giants that we used to know, but they are struggling to win in this Euro tournament. What I can say is that football in Europe is totally different. You cannot predict that is going to happen because any team that plays can win, and any team can just score. Any player can just give you the best performance because you see, in this Euro tournament, the Mikaunze from Georgia is the top scorer. So the players that we can just say they are going to perform likes of Pape, likes of Lukaku, likes of Hurricane, still they are struggling. But I'm very sure that we will be shocked to see a team like Switzerland pulling this Euro 2024. But of course, it is football, and when it comes to football, things do happen, things do change, and that is what we call the sweetness of football. I have seen the impact of Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo has been there. He has scored. I don't think whether Ronaldo has scored in this Euro tournament, but the performance that is there is quite impressive because I've seen the last game when they played, and he had a clear chance to score, but he gave Bruno Fernandes that chance to score. What do you see about Ronaldo effect into this Euro 2024 tournament? Because actually, during the press before the tournament started, he was asked whether he's going to win this Euro tournament, and they said they are going to win this Euro tournament if I am not there. Have you seen the effect of Ronaldo, or is still we are waiting to see?
Definitely, there is impact. For me, Cristiano Ronaldo is the best. Is the best. I do respect Messi, but Cristiano Ronaldo is the best. Talking about his country, Portugal has a lot of talent. So they just bring him because of full of experience, which is a right decision coach did. Portugal, it's one of the favorite also, but they are great. They're a great team. For me, I don't think so. They will win this time around, just like they did. I don't think so because in their squad there is a little bit misunderstanding, a problem. Cristiano Ronaldo, he doesn't want to stay in the bench. He want to start the whole game, which is for me it's a quite strange. You need to give some other players also a chance. I do love Portugal because they are one of the favorite, but I don't think they will win. I still stick on France because France, for me, they are playing collective when it comes to national team, not a club. When it comes to national, they do play collective football. Just wait when they reach the quarterfinal, you'll see the real France. What I'm talking about. So let's just find out. What's your thought?
What I can say is that Portugal has a lot of talents because you can see the likes of Diogo Jota. They have the Bernardo Silva, the guy who plays for Man City. Bernardo Silva is one of the players who are creating a lot of chances. He can create a chance from nowhere. He can dribble past the opponents. They have the likes of Rafael Leao. Those are the players that are there for Portugal. They have the best defender. The Ruben Diaz is there, plays for Man City. He can just defend there. They have the best goalkeeper, Rui Patricio. They have best left back. They have best right back. They have the best midfielder. They have De Bruyne, of course. Kevin De Bruyne is there. He can create chances. No, not Kevin De Bruyne. No, they have Bernardo Silva. They have Diogo Jota who can score. He can assist with Ronaldo. They also have
Yeah.
Diaz. They also have
Yeah.
this guy who plays for AC Milan. There's a
Milan.
certain name, but you
Leo,
can see
Leo.
this team is
Leo.
very serious from the start, from the midfield, from the striking, and
They have
of course
qualities.
Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes is there. When Bruno is
Yeah,
there,
of
he can
course.
create chances. He can score. They have Diogo Dalot, so they have
Yeah.
everything. But still, I am very sure they were defeated by Georgia, but actually they qualified for the round of 16. So let's see
Mm.
and what will happen to this team. But
Mm.
we hope that Ronaldo wins this Euro because he want to win this. Messi won the World Cup 2022. So I will always say let Ronaldo win this this Euro so that at
Euro.
least before he retires, then things can be good on his side. And the debate between Messi and Ronaldo will not just be over because I will always say that I'm happy that I watch these two guys play because
Yeah,
there is total difference between the two players. Ronaldo
definitely.
is a player who believes in hard work, but when it comes to Messi,
Advancing player.
this is pure
Yeah,
talent. So this is talent because the kind of goals that Messi scores,
yeah,
you can't just imagine because he will dribble past 5 defenders and score. But Ronaldo give him a free kick, then that is where you know that this is Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll not forget the ball that he played. He scored against Spain back in
yeah,
2018. I will
yeah.
never forget that
2018.
free kick. So what I can say is
Yeah,
that the
that
guy
was
plays
superb.
well. He can just give the best uh, contribution when it comes to team. He is there. He can just give players momentum. Ronaldo is the best. And when it comes to Euro, we have the Copa America that is happening. We have the Copa America that is happening. Argentina, they are playing without Messi. They are relying on the Lisandro Martinez, Enzo Fernandez, the likes of Losecchio, the likes of Di Maria. You know, they have the best. So there's total difference between South American football and European football. So what I can say is that we hope that this Euro tournament goes on well, Ronaldo wins, and we will be happy to see him lifting the trophy. But I will always say it is not going to be easy for him. We have Belgium, we have Portugal, we have Spain, we have Switzerland, and it is not going to be easy. But what we can say is that we wish him all the best, unless
Let,
you have something to add on Ronaldo.
yeah, yeah, let me add a little bit for Switzerland and Portugal. Switzerland is one of the best team in Europe, but when it comes to winning mentality, I don't think they don't have a winning mentality. I mean, to win the cup, because you can't compare Swiss with the lines of Portugal. Definitely head to head, Portugal normal win when they play with Switzerland. So for me, what I can say, just leave Switzerland out of win. Forget about Switzerland. They have done their best. So I don't think they will go beyond semi. You know, they are good, but I don't think they will go beyond semi-final. That's my opinion. You know, but when you look Portugal, as you said before, they are all qualities there, all over from defenders, midfield, and forward. Especially Ronaldo. Ronaldo just brings just to spice up, to top up experience and also motivations. And when you look, my favorite team to win, France, France, they have everything to win. As you said before, N'Golo Kante, that's one of the best central midfielder, and also Griezmann, one of the best winger. When you go to the striking, of course, Mbappe is there, and they were playing collective football. They will win. So for me, Switzerland is a good. They have done their best. I don't think they will go beyond semi-final. That's my thought. What's your thought?
But what I can say is that when we watch the game between Switzerland and Italy, I will always tell you
Italy.
this: there is a lot of continuation when it comes to Switzerland national team, because I saw the likes of Granit Xhaka, they have the Manuel Akanji, they have the best, they have Akanji, they have Granit
Yes.
Xhaka, they have Ricardo Rodriguez. So those are the players that can perform when it comes to this tournament. And I'll always tell you this, we will be shocked to see this Euro 2024 being won by a team that we never expected. But of course, we'll be happy to say that Euro 2024 by 14th July, we have 14 days to go, but we will be happy to see the tournament ending in the right way. Of course, that was all about Euro 2024, but I will always tell you this, that Germany was performing from the start. So Germany, I like the kind of coaching that Julian Nagelsmann is doing, because he is making sure that he utilizes the talents, the likes of Kai Havertz, the likes of Ike Gundogan, the likes of Jamal Musiala, the likes of Toni Rudiger. Toni Rudiger is a German machine. He can defend, he can strike, and he fights for the team. The likes of Leroy Sané, the likes of Rius. Those are the team, the players that can give you performance. And I will always tell you that they have the best right back, that is Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich is there, he plays, and also he can act as a midfielder. So I will not be shocked to see Germany pulling this Euro. Toni Kroos is there. He has the best dribbling, pass accuracy. He has the best attacking. Toni Kroos, he retired from European football because Champions League. He won La Liga. Now he's focusing with this Euro tournament. And he said after the Euro, then he's going to retire. So what I can tell you is this: I am happy with what is happening in Germany. Julian Nagelsmann, that is the coach for Germany, is doing a good job, and I will be happy to see Toni Kroos, one of the best midfielders that I've watched when it comes to European football. I will tell you that the best trio that happened in Real Madrid will be Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and Casemiro. Those were the best midfielder trio that will happen, because you'll never see Modric, Casemiro, and Toni Kroos. That was the best and lethal midfield that you'll ever see when it comes to European football, especially Real Madrid. Because those guys, when they played, they were too good, and they can defend, attack, and control the game. So I will say that Real Madrid gave the best when it comes to European football. What can you say about the Julian Nagelsmann team? Kai Havertz, there. They have Serge Gnabry. They are doing well when it comes to this Euro tournament. Are they going to win this Euro?
I do respect German team. German, when it comes to preparation, they are very good, and also their players, they are very well organized, very full of talent. For me, this tournament being played at their own background, it's a special moment for them, and also that brings a lot of motivation. When you're playing home ground, you have a lot of supporters and also motivation. So you have that kind of feeling. You need to fight more so that you can try to win. So far, so good for them. But as you said, some players are going to retire, which is normal. And also play home ground, you need to retire with a pride, try to win in your home and also to leave legacy. I respect Tom. What is his name again? The one who play for Real Madrid? That midfielder.
Toni Kroos.
Yeah, Toni Kroos. Just remind me when they play.
I hope we watched that clip. That was Toni Kroos, and I'll be happy to see him lifting this Euro tournament, because the way he's playing, he has the best pass accuracy, he has the best midfield skill, and also he can just dictate the game. So I will be happy to see Toni Kroos winning this Euro 2024. And as I always say, the players know the best time to exit the competition. So actually, I am very happy by Toni Kroos exiting this competition this time. What can you say about Toni Kroos? Of course, you are saying something about this Toni Kroos.
Yeah, Toni Kroos is a legend. He's a legend for his own country, Germany, and also a legend for Real Madrid. I wish he could have won one Ballon d'Or, but I don't know why. Because he has achieved a lot of trophies. He has won World Cup, Champions League, including so many trophies. But I don't know why he couldn't win even a Ballon d'Or, which for me maybe it's the system of FIFA. I don't know why, because he's a true legend. For me, winning this Euro, I mean, this is the current one, the one is going on. It's a bit because their midfield, it's not stronger. You can't compare German, I mean, the current German midfield to the Spain. It's a total different. And also, in terms of striking, they're not good at. Okay, they're not. There's no executor, the one who can execute like they used to play. The lines of Thomas Muller, those are the legend, but the age is going on. So they will go far. Let's say semi-final, semi or maybe final. But for me, let's just find out when they're playing against Spain. Those young boys, they are very good, Spain. So hopeful they might proceed in the next round. Let's just find out.
But, well, what I can tell you is this: I don't know why I will not agree with what you're saying, because when I watch the German national team playing, they have their Emmanuel Neuer. They have the best midfielders. They have the best defenders. They have striking force, the likes of Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, the likes of Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich is still there, so they're doing good when it comes to this Euro tournament. And I'll always tell you this: that these guys, they are ready for this Euro tournament. They want to win this Euro tournament, and I will not hesitate to say that Jamal Musiala is better than Jude Bellingham, because that boy is the dribbler. That boy dribbles ball. That boy is a baller. Yeah. So
Okay,
I want to tell you this: Germany will pull until the final, and I will not be astonished to see them winning this competition,
I
winning this
I I,
title,
disa-
and Toni Kroos winning this Euro.
I disagree a bit with the way you say. You say Jamal it's a better than Bellingham. Okay, for me, you can't compare Jamal with Bellingham right now. Bellingham is on fire. You know. Anyway, that's the opinion, but German, they are good players. I didn't say that they are. I mean, they are not playing very well, but when it comes to winning mentality, German, they are good, but winning mentality, I think they are lacking a bit, a bit. Just see the France, the way they're playing. Although they are not playing impressive football right now, but they will go far. And German, they are playing against Spain. I think is it on Saturday, isn't it? On Saturday? Yeah, German, they're playing against Spain on Saturday. Trust me, that game will be difficult for them, especially they're playing home ground, and Spain is going to give them a hard time, especially in the midfield. In the midfield. So for me, Germany, I don't think they will win in their home background. That's my opinion.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And of course, I will always tell you that this one is Dimba Afriq show, whereby we're discussing more about sports. We're telling you more about what is happening when it comes to sports and the entire industry. We focused with the Euro, and we know that the Euro 2024 17th edition started in 14th June, and it's going up to 14th July. 1 month. We'll be seeing who is going to be crowned the champions of Euro 2024 that is happening in Germany. And of course, there is some favorites that I can say. We have Germany, Spain, we have Belgium, Portugal. Those are France. Those are the teams that will give you the best when it comes to this Euro tournament. I will be happy because this Euro is totally different from Euro 2024. Don't forget, this is Afriq 24. Wherever you're watching, wherever you are seeing our content, subscribe. Marcio Tieno is saying Germany machine. Of course, he is supporting Germany. Leo is saying Mpire Wazungu Yae. And this is a comment from our followers who are keenly following this Dimba Afriq. And our title was Battle for Euro 2024. A lot of guests there have given their opinion about who is going to win this Euro 2024 tournament. From my hand, I will not forget to say subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment, like, and share, because here you will be given the best when it comes to politics, sports, and also matters concerning love. Afriq 24 is a worldwide channel, either in USA, UK, France, Italy, Spain, South America, Canada. You will be watching us live. We have a political show that is happening. Don't forget, the new Leo Nyambaya is the host for the political show. He'll be there to tell you more about politics that is happening in our country, because the Gen Z are still occupying our country. Remember to watch, subscribe, and tune in Afriq 24, because you will be educated, entertained, and get informed. I was your host today for this Dimba Show, Boniface Kimanzi. Until next time, same place, same time. Don't forget to tune in Afriq 24. Bye bye and see you next time. Same place, same time. Bye bye.